High Plains Technology Center, turning education and training into workplace success.
Oh, back to school, to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
High Plains Technology Center, education at the speed of business. School is now in session.
Good morning to everybody out there. Taylor Burnett sitting with you, talking all things High Plains technology. Have another special guest. I see like I say that all the time, but this is really, truly a special guest. She's a little nervous. First time on the radio in Woodard.
You don't have to tell that.
Woodard area, so I'm going to let her introduce herself.
I'm Donna Nickell. I am from the Beaver Panhandle out there. So we have 4 schools out there that I am.
And what's your title?
Well, it's a long title.
I know.
Let's
that's what
see.
Yeah.
I am the site and program coordinator for Beaver County.
Okay. And what would that exactly entail? You kind of gave a little bit of a hint, but what exactly is that?
Well, let's see. Right now, we have 4 TAP programs, technical applications programs, going on at the 4 schools, which is Balco, Forgan, Turpin, and Beaver. So we have a TAP program at each of those schools, and next year we will have more programs than that. So right now I am over those 4 programs and their locations.
And you know, Donna started her morning out a little bit earlier than us. Here we are in Woodward. She does, because you do live in Beaver, correct?
I do, yep.
And everybody's going, wow, you live in Beaver. But, you know, all the radio lists. Do you pick up the radio station in Beaver, 100.1?
Well, on a clear day.
Okay,
maybe.
on a clear day. Okay. All right, that's what I didn't know. I've been out there, but I haven't really even attempted to listen to the radio because I'm always talking when we're out there. So Donna, the cool thing about this that people don't know is you're making your introduction a little bit into this because you did officially start in. I
started, I guess, June 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came from another technology center before
there you
that.
Go. Yeah. So what technology center did you come from?
I came from Gordon Cooper in Shawnee.
And Gordon Cooper has a pretty big sending school
they
district
do.
as well.
Yeah,
so.
There's 25 plus schools.
Yeah, and it goes from a pretty good length to length, kind of a little bit like us, a little bit.
Definitely.
People out here really don't quite understand that because when they need to look up tech centers, I mean, if you look up Kiamichi Technology Center,
oh wow,
yeah, there's actually 10 campuses.
Yes, it seems like they're everywhere.
Exactly. And Gordon Cooper is where you came from, has a big base as well.
So, yeah, 3 campuses.
There you go. Uh-huh. Where are the 3 campuses for those?
So they have 2 there in Shawnee at their main campus where most of their programs are housed, and then at the aviation campus is at the airport there in Shawnee.
See, Brett's ears perked up just right then. So yeah.
And then we have a campus, they have a campus at Seminole. I know, I keep saying that. I think every time I talk about it, I always say we because I was there for 6 years, but the 3rd campus was at Seminole.
Okay. All right. So where all the colleges kind of are with things then.
That's about right.
The cool thing is you talk about some of the programs they have there and some of the things, but they don't really, you kind of did something similar with TAP, a little bit of an integration type of a deal, correct? Before
it was more math-based.
Yes.
So we had math for each of the programs. We would have math for machining, math for carpentry, math for automotive, diesel, HVAC. And we would go out into the programs and teach the math that went with their program.
It's funny because I had Paik on last week, carpentry, and I told him, I go, hey, listen, these kids are doing math whether they realize it or not in everything.
Yeah.
Kids don't like hearing they do math
and
will do math for the rest of their lives.
No, and if Paik's listening, I'll help him with his math every now and then if he needs it.
He does need it, especially his college algebra. I think he finally finished college algebra too. I'm not sure, but I think he did. So he needed you then is when he needed you.
So that's helped me some with the programs and the things that's taught in TAP is because I've taught some of the math that goes with those programs.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you said we are at all 4 campuses.
Yep.
And you know, really, when we sit back and look at it, those campuses are in the shape of a diamond, kind of. Mm-hmm. You know, you are in Beaver, so the furthest campus from you is the Balco.
Probably Balco. It's out on 412.
Yeah.
there's kind of a cut through from Beaver to Turpin.
For sure. I found that out the other
Yeah,
day.
but I don't know if I'd go through there right now because it's under road construction.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. Then
So Forgan's the closest. It's about 7 miles,
Yep.
I think, from Beaver to Forgan.
and the best people in the world.
Absolutely.
And everybody's, and, you have a little bit of a tie to Beaver, so we were blessed to have you be interviewing and wanting to come back because some people are going, so you went from Shawnee area to Beaver area.
I will say I have 2 grandsons there in Beaver, and I know that they're listening. So
Okay.
Foster and Shepherd, those are my 2
There you
grandsons,
go.
3 and 1.
And we are blessed that you have those because
Yeah.
otherwise, you'd still be in that, other metropolis,
Yeah.
so to speak, as well. So
Foster will be a Beaver Duster next year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So when we talk about the 4 TAP programs that we have out there, the coordination, are they all kind of running different, or what is your vision to kind of have them running the same as we do here in the Woodward area, or what?
They are running pretty similar. Right now, of course, we share a lot of equipment with Donna here in Woodward. So they're doing the same things, but they're just doing it at a different time so we can get equipment back and forth.
Okay.
Of course, next year, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about what we're going to do next year.
Well, I mean, we can always talk about our plans.
All right. So,
Barkley's not listening. That's okay. He's a
okay,
superintendent's meeting.
So next year, we're looking at having a couple of new programs, which will be for juniors and seniors in that area.
Some full-time programs.
Yep, full-time
yes.
programs. I think they're leaning toward a health careers program and then probably a construction trades program.
Kind of something that would encompass a lot of different things because, that's what we've talked about. We are bursting at the seams here to where we can't put in too many other full-time programs until we get other buildings and enable us to do so. But there is not much different. The cool thing that when we went down this road, the people from Beaver County came to us, the county commissioners, the civic leaders and everything came to us and we're talking about this. Cool thing about this is there's space. In a lot of those buildings, and that's what we are utilizing there, right?
Yes. At Turpin, we have the building which used to be their welding on one side of the building and then construction or carpentry, I guess, on the other side of the building, and a classroom and office in between. So that's kind of where our TAP program is housed. And then next year, that will also be where the construction trades will be housed.
Well, cool. And I know in Balco, we are actually in the school itself. And I know in Forgan, we're actually in the school itself. And then, where you are housed is kind of in the school, but kind of not in the school as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just neat to know those, because this is one of the only ways that those communities probably we could get these things accomplished is not having to build brand new.
Right. At Forgan, we have a TAP classroom. We put some new carpet in there, and I know that the instructor was happy to get rid of the shag carpet there, but we put new carpet and new paint job in there, and we're using their welding shop and their construction shop that was out back. And the instructor there is Jerry Hodges. I'll give him a little.
Yeah, give it a shout out to all the instructors. So at Turpin we have
Jerry Hodges. Yeah.
No, if he's a
at Forgan.
Yeah,
At Forgan, Jerry Hodges, and then at Turpin, Brent Lansden, and at Balco we have Chandler Dearman, and then Mariah McVeigh at Beaver.
All right. See, I told her I'd put her on the spot this morning.
Right.
She
My
passed
memory
with
served
flying
me well
colors.
then.
I know you've done your one thing today, so you're done. So
Yeah.
the thing is, then what enabled us to probably in Beaver County people to come to us as well is they saw the good things that we were doing in our sending districts now, and I want to give props to everybody that did the legwork to start that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it really kind of helped us and enabled us to do so, and it's going to continue. And the mission that we are doing out in Beaver County, I think, is phenomenal.
Yes.
Because I've said all along, I love what we're doing here. I am a Woodward guy. I've been a Woodward guy, even though I've lived away from here, and I always want to try to do better. But I have a ton of friends that are in that panhandle, and you think it's the edge of the earth.
We've had a lot of support from some good people out there. Just this last week, County Commissioner Kerry Regier. He was up at Turpin School with one of his big trucks with
and
the
he's
belly
excited,
dump.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think the big huge road grader. He even actually he made me get up in the thing. He said,
did
"I'm
he?
not leaving today until you get up there."
Did
so,
he put you to work at all on that
No,
construction between
no,
Turpin and
I don't think
Beaver?
I was that good yet.
Okay.
But he is going to be.
He's going to wait for the snow is what he's going to wait for. you.
Probably snow grader.
Yep.
But he's going to be at Beaver School this week with the same equipment and kind of let those kids look at that.
Let's see, and once again, we're bringing that hands-on experience out there, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work without people
Right,
wanting to do
support.
that and supporting that.
Absolutely.
And, we have a little bit more resources here, but the county commissioners have a ton of resources.
Yep.
And it's smart of them to do so as well because, hey, these are going to be potential employees on down the line.
Definitely. We hope.
Yeah, and let's get our hooks in them early and get them excited about that. And they go, hey, that's something I can do for the rest of my life as a career.
It's definitely difficult out there to find a plumber or an electrician or HVAC. I talked to a lady, her husband's a framer. She said he has trouble finding somebody to work.
Wow.
And so anything we can do to teach those kids and keep them out there in Beaver County to help all of us that need an electrician or
there you
any
go.
of those.
It's the same problems we have here, just a little bit more compounded with things, just because a little bit of less population.
Absolutely.
So they're going to be really excited when the full-time programs kick off, and we are as well, and it's a big undertaking because the plan is August for those.
That's the plan. Yes. So next time I'm here, unless you make me come again, next time I'm here, we'll be talking about the new programs going on out there.
And the cool thing is there's other communities out in that area that aren't in Beaver County, that are going to feel the repercussions because if these people learn those trades and stay in Beaver County, it's not only helping Beaver County, but it's helping the surrounding communities as well. And
just so you know how large that is, we have about 300 TAP students in Beaver County.
Yep.
So if you can imagine, we had about 300 county fair submissions.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So I think everybody was a little overwhelmed with the amount of projects that were entered, and we only had a week. That was right after school started, so we only had a week to get those projects in.
So you being new into the High Plains District and High Plains Technology Center, what's been the one thing that's opened your eyes that was a little bit different here than it was kind of at Gordon Cooper?
Well, we didn't have a TAP program. That was the main difference, and I'm really impressed with the TAP program and what that does for kids, and in some cases sixth grade on up. So it's something to get started so early, teaching them.
And it's cool because I know your skill set. I know that you do a lot of things because you do HVAC, you do electrical, you do plumbing yourself.
Yeah, if you'd have saw me last summer, I was in a 4 foot deep sewer pit. So cutting a pipe.
It's very impressive because that's the way you were raised and that's the way you learn.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is not everybody has that opportunity. And we're providing that opportunity for some of those kids.
Yeah, that they don't get that at
exactly.
home from,
here I am, a latchkey kid myself, and I still talk about Coach Jones to this day and Coach Harrington that really taught me things that I wouldn't have known otherwise because my dad was in Enid, single mom here. Until I was a little bit older, and so it was different.
Learning how to read a tape measure.
No question.
It's very important.
No question. And if without those two gentlemen, I don't know where I'd be with some of the things that my wife puts tasks on me.
Yeah.
But because it's pre-YouTube as well,
I'm hoping that our 4 TAP instructors can be that person to someone.
That's cool. Be the one. And that's what I've always said. I think it's the neatest thing for some of those kids to learn that skill. So,
Definitely.
I wanted to bring you on, and I know you had to get up early this morning and drive all the way here. But
I had a big, strong cup of coffee.
There you go. And I know you get to go by the school later and pick everybody's brain. We love having you on campus, and we're blessed to
thank
have you
you
at High Plains, and the 4 instructors as well. I'm going to give them a shout out also.
Definitely.
Getting to know them as well is the biggest thing, and we're excited because I know we will have another CNA class in Beaver County that you said, hey, I've gotten some feedback. We need to have one. We're going to have one in November, so be looking for that out there as well, advertising and still doing our great things that we are here as well. So
I'm excited for the things to come.
All right, awesome. Everybody have a great morning and a great rest of the week. We'll talk to you later.